Okay, we're about to do a mock test now. How are you feeling about it?
Not great, but you can judge me all you want, guys.
Wish her luck, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more videos like this.
Thank you. That's good to know.
Okay, so as usual, guys, I'm going to talk you through the test. Talk you through the faults and give you some tips and advice on some of the sections where you might take your test as well.
Would it be a fail?
Let's concentrate on the driving.
Okay.
Left is nice and easy, but now we're turning right, which can be a bit difficult, especially when it's busy. It's just about taking your time and not rushing, making sure you got a nice safe gap before coming out. So next roundabout, turning right, third exit. It is a large roundabout, so we need to be positioning correctly and signaling correctly as well for this. So she signaled right, position herself towards the right. Checking the right nice and early, and then going. That was really good. See, good mirror checks there. And left signal. Could have signaled a bit after, but it wasn't enough to confuse anybody, so that was good. Take the next left, please. And then taking the next left where there's a zebra crossing on this junction here, so you need to be really careful. Turning there nice and slowly in case people are waiting to cross. You want to be able to stop for them nicely. Then further down the same road, we're just pulling up on the left, and you notice the left is a parking space that's kind of off the road. It's sort of a lay-by sort of situation. Thank you. And drive on when you're ready, please. Good observations there. She left it a bit late between checking over her shoulder and moving off there. She should have checked just before moving off. Remember, things change. If you check and then move a short while after, things can change. You want to move just as you've checked over your right shoulder. Getting into a meeting situation, done that really well, because it could have been very easy to follow that car in front, but that would have been a mistake. And then you should have checked her right mirror before going around that car or that van. So that's a fault there. At the next roundabout, turn right. If you've got quite a lot of hair and it's covering your face, it might be a good idea to tie it back so so that the examiner can see that you're actually checking your mirrors properly, because sometimes it can look like you're not looking. I've seen learners that have actually checked, or they say they've checked, but then it looks like they're not looking because you can't see their face. And then at the end of the road, turning left. Nicely positioned there for the left turn, very good. On the left just after the bus stop, please.
Okay.
Don't worry about the driveway for now. Try not to get too close to that car yet. Okay, now we're starting the independent driving.
Do you want me to fully stop?
Sorry?
Do you want me to fully stop?
Yes, please. We're going to start the independent driving now, okay?
Okay.
So I'd like you to follow a set of directions. We're going to get to around traffic lights, turn right. Roundabout, go straight, second exit.
Straight, second exit.
Roundabout, turn left.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Right, traffic, right. First roundabout, straight. The second roundabout. Left?
Yeah. And if you're not sure, you can ask, but ask in plenty of time and I can confirm, yeah?
Okay.
When you're ready, please. So when you're moving off in this situation, it's really important to wait for cars that are in front of you as well. Sometimes learners forget that, and when there's not enough space and they try to move off, they're only thinking about the cars behind, but you got to think about the cars coming from ahead as well. So she done that really well to wait for those buses, or for that bus to come through first. Otherwise there would not have been enough space.
Right.
Correct. And here we're turning right at the traffic lights. So remember, if you're not sure where you're going, or even if you're a bit sure, just ask the examiner. You're allowed to do that. So that way you know for definite which way you're going. Nicely positioned for that right turn there. So she should be stopping around here so she doesn't block anybody that might be turning from the other side, but she's gone a bit far. If another car came from ahead now trying to turn, they wouldn't have enough space, but luckily there's no one doing that. But you want to be cautious of that. You want to think about any oncoming vehicles that might want to turn to their right. Leave space for them to do that. Going straight, second exit here. That was very well done. And then left at this roundabout.
I believe you were going left.
Correct. Now watch the left of the screen as we go through this roundabout here. See, we've got pedestrians waiting. She's realised a bit late, but luckily she realised before it was too late. So just because another car's gone by doesn't mean that the zebra crossing is clear. Sometimes other drivers don't see those pedestrians waiting, or they don't want to stop for them. And here we're turning
Second left, please.
second left.
So the first one's just this little one here, second one's just before the
You
first.
see, she signalled before the first left, so she's going past this road on the left with her left signal on, which can be misleading to other drivers. So she got a fault for that.
Okay, pull over on the left, please.
Should have been disregard.
Anyway, yes. Okay, thank you. We're going to do the parallel park exercise, yeah? So when you're ready, you're likely to pull up alongside this car and then reverse into the space behind it. You can finish anywhere within 2 car lengths. You can even finish blocking the driveway, but just don't go onto the driveway, yeah? When you're ready, please.
So she's done really well there to look around before starting, but again, look, she's spending a lot of time before actually looking over to the right again. So she's got a bit of an issue there with observations. Getting straight into reverse. And normally you don't need to signal, but there was a car right behind getting a bit close, and that signal let them know that she's actually parking there, so that was good. But then at this point you can cancel it, you don't need it on the whole time. And then she spotted that car coming down the road, really good, but there's not much space here. I was a bit concerned about this car coming through, but the driver was confident that there was space, so I let them do their thing, even though I was a bit worried, but they managed to squeeze past. If they haven't got enough space, just keep reversing back, keep carrying on your maneuver, and then when there is enough space and they start moving, you stop again. Now watch Paulina's head and her face. She doesn't check over her right shoulder that much. She just checked her mirror there, but she doesn't do any right shoulder checks from now on, I don't believe. So you're checking the right mirror, but not really checking over her shoulder. The main attention is to the left. Could be missing a lot of cars and other vehicles going by. I don't even think she saw that red car going past. So she ended up getting a serious fault for that. And the whole time she was actually using the brake and the clutch. She was braking too much while she was reversing back, forcing the car to kind of fight itself with the brake and the clutch, so she got a minor for control.
Okay, I want to say I'm done.
Drive when you're ready, please. When you're ready, drive on you. Of the road, turn right, please.
So this junction can be tricky sometimes, turning right here, because it's quite open, so you got cars doing 30 miles an hour from both sides, and there's a bend on the left there, so sometimes you don't see cars coming around the bend until they're quite close. But again, it's just a matter of being patient, waiting for a nice safe gap before coming out. Sometimes it might feel like you're there for ages. But you see there, she brought the clutch up a bit fast, which is why the car was a bit jerky. Luckily she didn't stall though. And then turning left into a 20 zone and then back out again. And it's still 20 down this road. It changed to 30 a bit further back, then it went back to 20 again. On this main road. That's only 20 for a short time. Before it goes back to 30, so keep a lookout for those speed limit signs. And here we're turning left towards Mill Hill Broadway. So you want to be in the right lane here. Luckily she's checked her mirrors, signalled and then moved over. But here, watch her right hand here. So we've got that pedestrian coming to the middle. And she tells the pedestrian to go with her hand. I think she's realised her mistake there. You're not supposed to tell anyone to cross the road like that. They will cross when they're ready, when it's safe for them.
Follow it around towards the right, please.
And here, turning left. And then at this roundabout, turning right. Now here we're going straight, so if you look, we've got cars coming round from the left, which meant she could have probably gone there because that red car is going straight, but she's waited for them, and then there's another car coming now. So some might say that was hesitation, but I don't think it was enough to warrant hesitation fault. What do you guys think? Here in the right lane, but still turning left. So you want to aim for the left lane or the middle lane. So aim for the right lane or the middle lane. that's open. You want to be building up your speed now.
Next traffic lights, turn right, please.
Because we're turning right at the next lights. And you see she's going quite slow, forcing that car on the left to go slow as well, because I don't think they want to undertake her. She could be going a lot faster than this. But those are good lane changes anyway. Back onto Aerodrome Road, back to a 30-mile-an-hour zone. Where now we're turning back into the test center. Second turning on the right, where I gave her result. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like more of this kind of video, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching again. Bye.